It is 1/13/2026 at 1:41 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Read Director Brian Knight. Call sign 0495, San Andreas State Marshals. At this time, you have the right to remain silent. Anything you say or do will be used against you in a court of law. You have the right to an attorney. If you cannot afford an attorney, one will be provided for you by the state if one is available. Do you understand your rights as they've been read to you today?
Yes, I understand my rights, Brian.
Okay. Your blood was on the scene.
Yeah.
It's only going to be a matter of time before someone that has sympathy for the faceless or was sees your name and hyper focuses on it, and then all of a sudden Mr. Lang Buddha is the faceless. Now, a lot of us aren't that stupid. Obviously, not for a second do I believe you quit New Babylon to join the faceless. Given everything that's happened to you and whatnot. But based on the direct evidence, you were aiding and abetting the enemy of the state. However, the exonerating evidence, which we have and I'm not going to ignore, is everything that led up to yesterday's events. Did you try to what you tell me what the fuck was yesterday?
Yesterday was just another day and answer why.
We tracked the congregation of 8 to 12 assault team members of the Faceless over at Grapeseed, monitored them for, 40 minutes, an hour, to which 3 undercover units kept swapping as they monitored a convoy that went to Polito. Then subsequently you turned back and eventually went to a house over in Grapeseed, to which Ming was pulled out, to then went all the way down to the beach by the new center. To which I provided the order upon Ming being ID'd as being not only in cuffs, but being held by an individual, to which the execution order was delivered to ensure that he was not taken to wherever they were going to likely kill him. On scene, your body was found wearing their paraphernalia alongside your DNA. Why?
What charges am I looking at?
Aiding and abetting the enemy of the state, as well as possessions. And that's without running your weapons.
Yeah, what is the time and fine for that usually?
Give me a sec.
Hello?
Hey, you know our
Yeah.
Can you run all the weapons, see what it
The
ties back to?
guns?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Put up a
I'm
stack of charges.
Bean.
I gotcha. Okay.
Let me see if I can do it from the thing.
Yeah. You have data, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, put it in there for the time being, just with the collection of what those charges are, what it ties to. Just we have a rough estimate.
What, you want me to make a report?
Yeah, just so it's separated out.
Okay.
You want me to throw it up and then you go from there?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, give me a sec. Were all the photos put in there and everything?
I didn't put photos in yet because obviously it would be like his possessions.
Yeah. Give me a second. Boom, boom. Okay. Throw them into that one. You see the new one that just popped up?
Yeah.
Easy. Okay. Yeah, throw them all in there and I'll get it sorted. So
Okay, I'll go do that right now.
easy. Thank you. As soon as you're done, you have a rough estimate. Just give me a call.
Okay.
Take care. Bye.
Bye.
Oh, what did he have?
He had a deagle, a heavy rifle, handcuffs, a grapple gun, cocaine, mags, ammo, and a book called Echelon.
Okay, so class 1, class 2, and just basics.
Yes.
Okay, easy clap. All right, thank you.
No worries.
Oh, see if it comes back to anything.
Yeah, I'm doing that right now.
All right, easy. Appreciate it. Bye. All right, we'll get that sorted. So enemy of this, aiding and abetting, enemy of the state is, I believe, 150 months and $500,000. And then possession charges, the attempted murder times, whatever. Obviously, you're not going to get charged. Then the kidnapping and the torture, and we'd probably release you to see how far back your relationship with the kidnapping of Ming ties back to. Obviously, that's look. I mean, listen, man. At the end of the day, we can charge you for what's in front of us, but I think you and I both know that there's more to this, and and I need to know that. Look, Lang, I need you to understand this. I know that there was something else happening. It makes zero sense for you to have joined the FACELESS, and without me having some of that, I cannot just simply ignore without you telling me some truth, okay, that explains to me why the fuck you were in this position. I cannot just simply say, okay, you know what? Maybe he is faceless, because now I got to go pull all that investigative information, and now that's going to get out. And I imagine that's not something you want, right? Like, are you really looking to tie yourself to that? You see how the spiel goes, right?
Not really, to be honest.
Okay. Look, if you're concerned about how long you're going to be in prison for, if you don't give me something, I'm going to end up just kind of releasing you and going backwards to figure out how far the tie goes. But at the end of the day, those charges go up. You're going to look like you fucking kidnapped Ming, which both you and I know is not the case.
So you want to know, Brian?
What the fuck were you doing?
I was doing what needed to be done, Brian.
Okay. Why are you worried about just being honest about this? Like, what do you think is going to happen? It's you and I in this interrogation.
He's gonna fucking leak all this shit, and I'm gonna get killed by the gangs that are working for the faces. The gangs that are working against the faces.
You being at that scene, I agree, is probably going to go out, right? However, the opportunity for that to become a bigger deal, which would in turn put your life in New Babylon in jeopardy, I'm aware of that, right, is only going to get worse the longer we allow this scab to fester. Because the questions will arise, why was Lang's DNA there without any exonerating evidence of his non-involvement? Why was he not given enemy of the state? Why was he not thrown into prison, right? And now I have to then put my job on the line because you're not looking to work with me here, right? And simultaneously, you're putting your own community, New Babylon, at risk as well as yourself. The alternative is that you help me help you get to the truth so that the matter can be resolved and that scab can start to heal, right?
Why do you think I was there?
I think that you have not been sharing everything. And I think when, what was it, 2 weeks ago, you were like, Brian, I give you everything, but you give me nothing. But I do. Enough to protect yourself. Enough to, very similar with other people that are very much against the faceless, provide enough so that all parties can try to figure out what the fuck is going on. I think that that's you trying to get me to give you more. I know this because Charlie tries to do the same fucking shit, and she's extremely obvious about it, and I've known you for a while, right? And I think even right now with the way that you're asking these questions, you want me to tell you so you can just repeat my theory and make me think I'm right, and I run with it, whatever that theory might be. I think that you've been hiding something. I think you've known more. And I think what you should have done is, if you were going to infiltrate yourself into this for whatever the reasons may be, you probably should have given me a heads up. But instead you didn't. And now you've been shot down on a very insane scene. And you're looking for a parachute, a life raft. And I'm struggling to give you one because you're not telling me where it is. But what's done is done. Now you have to make a choice, right? And I want to be clear, I don't need to know every excruciating detail, right? As you saw yesterday, we've been successful as is.
Where is Ming now?
I cannot disclose that.
Is he alive?
Yeah. We saved about 22 ICU patients, evacuated CMC, got them in custody, got him the care he needed at an undisclosed location, and he's now at a different undisclosed location. Very much alive. Hey.
Who's calling you?
You can't let him go.
Why?
That Deagle comes back to those 4 murders at the docks.
From 3 days ago.
Yeah, you know where the workers got killed.
Bruh.
Yeah, where like all 4 of them died. I can go in VR and check which one.
Yeah.
Because maybe it's just one.
Yeah.
But yeah, they all died, right?
Right.
So it's at least one of them.
All right. Okay.
All right, I'll check it out for you. Hang on.
Yeah. You know, some things never change. All right. Just give me a call once you
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't hang up. I'm in VR.
I got you. Sir, you're saying?
What was that phone call about?
I think I've shared enough. I think it's your turn, and then I'll tell you what the phone call was about.
I feel like you're gonna have to tell me anyways, Brian. It's my right to know.
It is. Eventually.
Why are you gonna do this? Why are we gonna play hardball? Come on.
I'm actually teeing you up. I'm actually writing down an entire blueprint as to what you can do to get salvation. And you're looking at it and you're like,
fucking blueprint, Brian.
You do. You just asked me, like, why am I playing hardball? So you want me to play softball? And I'm telling you, there's the damn
what the
blueprint.
fuck that phone call was about.
I think you know what that phone call was about.
So what am I looking at?
Well, you're now looking at 4X murder.
Really?
Yeah.
How much time is that?
I don't fucking know. I mean, depends how much you're willing to work with me here, to be honest. I mean, a cooperative individual is I can work with, right? We can... Huh.
What?
You did infiltrate them. That's why those individuals died.
Yeah, I did, Brian. I did more than the fucking shit-ass PD could ever dream of doing.
I don't think you know what we do on a daily basis.
I know y'all work with the FACELESS. Leak everything that fucking goes on in anywhere part of the city.
You guys rob bank trucks all day.
No, I don't, brother.
Exactly.
Change man.
Yeah, you don't, just as much as I don't. Right.
Hey, it's just one guy.
Oh, it's one, not four?
Yeah, one.
Easy.
The others, I
He would
got one of them.
You what?
One of them was me.
Oh, good shit.
Well,
How did the other two die?
Bean, and then it was called to shoot him down, and then he jumped in the water and died in the water.
Take a close look here, because we're probably gonna work towards however we wrap this up.
Yeah, so it's just one.
Easy. For certain.
Sniper
what about
Brian.
Yes, but okay, so the one, the first one that we arrived when we found on scene with his head blown off, that was a different casing that was on him.
Okay. Stark here said that it was with the sniper rifle.
Yeah. They were like, this guy's had his head blown off, like his head was in half.
I don't think you're understanding. He said he shot them with a sniper rifle.
He did?
Yeah.
I mean,
look, figure out what happened exactly and then give me a call, right? I mean, he's in front of me right now. I can't deep dive this.
I know.
Yeah,
Yeah, but
you counted for two. What happened to the other two?
Well, we don't have that gun.
Okay, what kind of bullet was it?
Eagle.
That I can figure out for you. I'll call you back or text you.
Easy. Thank you.
All right.
I'm very short nowadays.
What?
I'm very short. You know what I mean? Like,
What do you mean you're very short?
like,
What does that mean?
you know, like when, you know, I'm just like, all right, I need details now, not an entire storyline.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel that.
Yeah. How long has Alfonso been making bombs?
What do you mean by that?
How long has Alfonso been a bomb maker?
How the fuck am I supposed to know that, Brian?
Well, I mean, is it roughly a month, 2 months, 3 months?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Well, we've been investigating him for the past 2 months. He's well aware. In fact, he accidentally blew up part of New Babylon just a week and a half ago. Probably a failed attempted, you know, maybe he was putting one together and it kind of blew. In fact, yesterday he showed up at the hospital while you're getting treated, trying to extract all the faceless assets and threatening to blow it up.
Wow. Can't
Yeah.
say I'm surprised, brother.
Yeah. Now, luckily, someone misfired their gun and he got scared and ran off. But had that blown up, you can imagine how different this conversation would be. I need to know. I need to know what route I'm taking here, right? As much as I know and believe that you're not involved with the faceless based on these weapons that come back to the dock situation and my knowledge surrounding that. But in addition, everything that you've gone through the past and New Babylon's gone through it's inconceivable for you to be working with the faceless. But without you providing a direct, this is what was going on, and not every detail, but just enough, it kind of forces my hand, right?
Forces your hand to do what?
Well, it forces my hand to treat you as if you were a faceless asset, right? Because I have to put the charges together, right? And I can't just be like, well, I feel like Lang's not faceless despite everything that's in front of me. And even with this murder, and we can discuss a plea or trial, whichever you prefer. So I don't, that ultimately your choice. That then goes on the docket, right? And so it kind of is like, what are you trying to do here, right? Like, you trying to wrap this gavel up, or you want to look to everyone.
All I'm doing, brother, is I'm just trying to find Denzel. That's all I'm doing.
You're gonna kidnap Ming in order to trade him for Denzel?
Fuck no. Didn't know I was gonna be fucking Ming there.
You didn't know that?
Fuck no. The information I got led me to believe it was gonna be Denzel.
Oh, okay. Like I said, this recording is going to be we're going to make sure that this thing is like fully sealed, goes to the very top.
Who are you now?
Yeah, when I took this badge, the principle in SASM is that we put civilian lives above all else. And regardless of what your past is and what you have done, et cetera, me allowing your name to get out there in association of this, knowing that it puts you in danger, goes against our oath, right? So now that doesn't mean that others outside of this department may not misstep. Some of that isn't going to be intentional. I mean, look, your damn blood was on scene. We learned that yesterday evening. And that's sort of hard to mitigate around other than just not talking about it, right? That's what I meant by the scab analogy, right? The quicker you're sorted and processed and, you know, you get found with the less questions people start asking, the quicker it you know, everything goes into the shadows a bit.
Hey, can confirm that other guy was sniped with a sniper rifle, heavy sniper
I think for a
rifle.
quick moment.
Yeah.
So we don't have that. I don't know if we can tie that to him.
We can.
If he's claiming it.
I am.
Okay, so that's 2 then.
Okay, could you in this give just a quick summary of your findings?
Yeah.
And I'll start cooking.
Okay, no worries.
Yeah. We have to keep this. This is a bit of a sensitive matter because obviously this gets out, this guy's dead alongside New Babylon. So obviously some of that with the blood stuff is you can't really rewind it back, but if we can get a like plea together with the right set of charges, get that all sorted, boom, boom, boom. If anything, he kind of lucked out because there are murders that it's going to look like this motherfucker going away for murder and not the rest of the shit. So, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, easy.
All right, cool.
All right, easy. Take care.
Yeah, bye-bye.
What were you saying?
You said you needed to think for a second. Was I saying just now on the phone or?
Oh, where were we?
How did you come to learn where they were?
Resources, Brian.
Okay. We're gonna be charging you for murder and everything else. I don't have time for this shit. We're gonna end the recording here at 2:09 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Really?
Okay. So what happened?
But I got resources, brother.
Yeah, bitch. I turned off the fucking recording. Start talking.
Well, I gained access to a few things that gave me access to a couple of other things that gave me access to the information that a transport was being executed yesterday by the name Project Cigar. So I thought it was Denzel.
Oh.
Or Operation Cigar, some shit.
No. That's very important. You saw Operation Cigar. That's obviously Denzel. The cigar shop across from Rooster's Rest. It has a Nest sign on it now. It has at least for 2 months. You went and that operation was set for that day?
Yeah, it was the operation that I was caught in.
Okay, what else did it note? Because I'll tell you right now, something likely did happen to Denzel, and Ming was just a distraction. Let me tell you this, so you understand where I'm coming from. Everything the Faceless does that is obvious and in your face is a distraction. When
Yes, I agree.
Life Invader, the Chronicle bot, the article about me, distraction. It was migrating their data center, all their resources. I think it's in Mount Chiliad. It could be somewhere else. I mean, there was a point in time where I'm like, well, what if it's in Liberty City, right? Satellites, right? You send it over there. I know it's inaccessible. Why I know that? Because Oracle told me. What that tells me is that if you got this information, you may have been intended to get it. You may have been intended to be brought into this thing because they knew that you were going to go. And if they knew that you were going to go, then maybe there was a chance this would happen. I think for my biggest concern with Ming having been kidnapped is that Ming is leverage. Now, am I concerned for his life? Of course. However, if they have Ming, the Faceless control the besties. They're fucking reckless. If they said they're going to fucking chop his fucking head off if they don't blow up a building, they're going to blow it up. And it's very evident that y'all two have been on rather decent terms. And it makes me wonder if this was a way for them to start to cause a divide. And maybe this is overcooking it a bit, but it's something you should consider. Why Operation Cigar? But then it ends up Ming. Why would they call it fucking Cigar to begin with? That is meaningless to anybody except for you. I only know it because Ruth is a bit of a crackhead and she, you know, spends a lot of time putting things together. I would not have even known that had it not been for her. That means you have access to a encrypted chip if you're seeing operational data.
I did, yeah.
Are you seeing things beyond, you know, that other system?
What other system?
The one you showed me.
No, I don't think so. Pretty much the same shit.
Okay, do you know? Okay, so when you showed me a long time ago, I'll tell you this. Okay. Every single chip only shows you what you're supposed to see. Every chip has a different password. When Brandon showed me his chip when he was fake snitching, who fucking knows what the fuck he was doing. But when he showed me his chip showed his missions. Only the ones meant for him. The other ones we got from these recent bombings of the observatory are going to show a different set. In other words, what Nate was given, what Benji was given, what Ray Romanoff was given. So what you see is only what you're meant to see, not just with the chip, but with that login credential. In the same way when you know the Estrelon video, right? It's the same app, but the chip has like some embedded shit on it that ties with the passcode. You only see what you're meant to see. You see where I'm going with this? So when you say that it's pretty much the same shit, that's not true. What you showed me is a limited view of what that system hacked in the time. The reason I'm asking this, Lang, is I'm going to assume that this chip came from the guy that died in the mines, right? And you just lost the body or whatever the fuck your excuse was. And so you're continuing to get operational information, and that's how you showed up there. Probably ties back to that, the conversation you had with me up at the nudist colony about the, what is it, Haktua, or Hawk 1 and Hawk 2, or Falcon 1. Falcon 1's dead, and then there's 2, and Frank and Nora mentioned something about Falcon 1 and 2, but then it turns out there's a bunch of guys with red faces. Where I'm going with all this is, this is starting to become a little more clear. The reason I bring this up is, can you go to your system in that cave, and can you see the other shit?
All I could see was the same shit as before, plus a like a chat box and a video. And the video was just the same video that I don't know if I'm showing you the video of them capturing Denzel. Did I show you that? I believe I did.
You saw a video. So this chip has the video of Denzel, the same one, but it also has a chat on it.
Yeah, chat box. Yeah, and that chat box it sent me a message saying the Operation Cigar fucking bullshit was happening yesterday.
Was that chat box there when you showed us the video? I don't remember that.
No, this was a very new thing.
But it's the same login credential?
Correct.
I part of me feels like you're lying and you've got a different chip or whatever, because that's just not normal based on how the other chips work. Which is fine. The main reason I brought this up is you need to go onto that little hacking hypercomputer thing you got and see if Operation Cigar shows up.
Well, here's the problem now, Brian. It's fucking burnt, brother.
What is?
Y'all shot me in the fucking head 6 times.
Yeah, and I'd do it again if you're fucking about to work for the damn Faceless to get rid of someone.
Wasn't to get rid of somebody, brother.
I'm sorry, I wasn't like,
deeper.
Hey, Lang, are you infiltrating the Faceless today? Okay, cool. All right, which one are you? Which of the, like, what were you expecting here?
I don't know, but yesterday was a fucking shit show in it. You gotta understand, Brian. That's all I had. I worked months and months and months and months for any sort of lead. I finally had one. And I lost it the same day. Now I'm back to nothing.
You didn't have a lead.
Yeah, I fucking did, Brian.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, I fucking did.
Why would they give you? I believe you have a different chip. Let's get that out of the way. How you got it, don't give a fuck. But you were giving an operation that very clearly indicates it would have been Denzel with a code name that only you and probably like 1 or 2 other people in the city may have been like, oh, that's fucking Denzel. You got baited, all right, as much as you might not want to admit it. For what end? Who fucking knows? I mean, maybe they wanted you to go and do all this, and then they would have... Look, us being there was not a part of their plan. Very obviously. It was all happenstance. It came from patrolling. We were not alerted by anyone. Quite literally, I had a marshal that loves fishing and came across it, and we reacted. We were not a part of the plan yesterday. But you were. You were probably meant to help put Ming into a plane, and the moment that shit flew off, and you and the rest of the other guys would have, the rest of them were probably going to put guns in your face, bring you somewhere, and say, look what Lang did. Tell me if any of my logic makes no sense. Is there any reason why what I'm saying makes no sense?
I mean, listen, it makes sense, of course, but I mean, brother, I feel like it was a lead I had, brother. What if they were bringing?
But the lead brought you to Ming?
What if Cigar meant they were bringing Ming where Denzel was at? That's where they keep their fucking
that sounds
prisoners.
like a more cooked theory than what I just said. You know what I mean?
Come on, don't sound that far fetched, brother.
Okay, so let's call it Operation Cigar, but for Ming. That Ming would have been like Operation, like whatever his fucking food item is at the food court, you know? There is a possibility. But like if we're going to play on probabilities, it's like 10% chance that that was the case. So I wouldn't, I do not blame you for doing what you did. We would have done the same had we come across information and needed to react, right? I'm not going to press charges based on that. At the end of the day, I do agree with you that you have probably done more damage to the faceless than a lot of law enforcement. Most people don't give a fuck. That is a reality because it is not a danger that happens in the immediate. It is a danger that happens over time, and not everyone's going to see it that way. It's the same reason why when the besties came through in other occasions, we prioritize the faceless over trying to apprehend them for class 2. It's just a part of how we have to do our thinking. However, there is a collective failure when there isn't some kind of information sharing. And I don't need to know everything, but I'm just saying, had I known even a little bit, just myself, we could have reacted a little bit. We could have actually done something more damaging together than alone.
Brian, you work with a PD that's in absolute fucking shambles, brother. They leak everything. I'm never risking that, with all due respect. I'd rather get shot.
But the thing is, everything that you... yesterday, I will tell you that yesterday evening, that information was kept close. I'm sure some mistakes were made around the way, but even before I woke up this morning, I had one of my marshals, not even on the scene, handle some of your evidence. Knowing the situation and knowing it needed to be sorted, I don't even think you've met her before. That doesn't mean that some of that isn't going to get out, because it's an open fucking crime scene.
Right.
But these kind of conversations, none of it has ever come out, and you know that. Not even my closest, which is Ruth, even knows what happened when you brought me somewhere, right? 8 officers responded to saving Ming yesterday. 8. So while there might be 100 that don't know the difference between their fucking ass and their mouth, there are still many that operate very, very professionally. You can't paint everyone with the same brush.
Well, what do you want now, Brian? Tell me.
I don't think I need anything else. I think I've said what I needed to say, and hopefully that gets you to be a little bit more open going forward. And
I just told you I got an eating.
Put a little bit more trust in me going forward in situations like this. Now, here's what I would like to do. You are tied to 2 separate murders down at the docks. You need to be held accountable for that. We have their bodies.
Sorry?
Sorry?
What was that last bit? Sorry?
You need to be held accountable for that, right?
Oh, yeah, of course, yeah.
One died to the deagle that you had in your possession. The second died to the sniper rifle, which you self-admitted, which is, you're not going to, let's not play that game. I mean, oh man, I knew it was a sniper rifle before law enforcement ran the fucking gun. That's not going to work.
What game, brother? I admitted to it, brother.
Easy. Okay. So we'll get a plea sorted with that, and baked inside that plea will be what occurred yesterday, which is attempted murder of a LEO, et cetera, et cetera. We'll keep the statement of probable cause rather vague enough that unless someone hyper deep dives it, as far as anyone's concerned, why the fuck he went in for murder, getting caught on something. That doesn't mean people are not going to tie you back to yesterday, but it's going to keep them satiated. But I'll do what I can to make sure the paperwork looks the way it needs to. Okay. Do you have any questions for me?
How much time am I looking at?
I need to weigh this individual. Two people who died are I need to confer. So give me a little bit. Wait, didn't you go to prison for like 3 years?
In a lot of years, brother.
Okay. I'll be right back. Hey.
Hi. Do you want to have a meet today about combat medic stuff?
As soon as I catch up with everything that happened yesterday.
No, you're fine. I was just
yeah.
more keep it on your radar for the day.
Will do. If I don't get back to you, let's do tomorrow.
That's fine. Either one works for me.
Okay.
It was just top of my head because I'm helping TRT do some training right now.
Easy. All right. I appreciate it. All right.
Okay. I'll talk to you later.
Soon. Bye.
Okay, bye.
I have to think about how we write this up, and we're just gonna bake all the charges in there and send them up for probably like 3 years or some shit.
Hello.
So he admitted to murdering the two. He actually pretty much admitted to murdering all of them, but I don't want to push it. There
was a third. There was a third that we don't know how he died because
that's the thing, right? Because he said, "Yeah, I did that shit," right? But the problem is I don't know the third because remember we had 4 and then we're like, oh yeah, we killed the other one. So we'll leave it at the 2.
One of them was definitely me because we called to open fire on him.
Yeah.
And then I shot him and he jumped in the water and died.
Yeah. And the other one could have died for God knows what. So here's kind of what we're at, right?
We don't have casings for the third one.
Correct. Can you come up to the observatory?
Yes. Yeah.
All right. Easy. See you in a bit. Oh, the trial. Do you want to get sent up on a hold while we get this all sorted? Because this is probably going to take an hour.
Fuck you, what's going to take an hour?
A plea deal?
Plea
deals require us to pretty much do all the paperwork and then, write up the charges and blah blah blah. Like it's a whole thing.
Might as well just fucking send me up then, brother.
Okay, all right. We'll get this sorted as soon as we can. I'm probably aiming for 3 years. 3 years.
That's my plea deal. 3 years, brother.
Yeah, talk to me, bitch. Push back.
I gave you all the information I could give. What are you talking about?
You want to write that in the plea deal? Listen, here's how I'm balancing, right? On this hand, you gave me a bunch of information.
1
right?
year or I walk.
1 year you're going to trial. All right.
Huh?
3 years, 1 year already time served, given that you've been in custody for 24 hours. That's 2 and 2.
Let's do 1 and 2 equals 3.
That's 2 murders. I don't think the DOJ is going to accept it.
When I get out tomorrow?
You would be getting out in 48 hours.
You gotta be fucking kidding me.
Here's where I'm going with this, right? Yes, you did give me that information. That's amazing. It's going to help prevent you from getting cooked next time so you don't bring fucking dirty weapons
This is some fucking bullshit. This is some fucking bullshit.
It's not bullshit
This
because
is bullshit, bro.
if I have to argue for a lesser sentence, it means I got to tell that judge why it's a lesser sentence, which means they have to look at it and like when they look at it, they're going to be like, oh, okay, so this is what Lang's doing. You see where I'm going with this? Your choice. We can bring it down to 1, but then I have to explain the why on paper.
So when do I get out?
2 years?
From today? So
Okay.
Thursday.
We're outside.
Correct. All right. See you in a sec. You haven't told anyone, right?
No, I'm with Bean though.
Okay. All right. Okay. Thank God. All right. I'll be
Why
right
would I
up.
tell someone?
Let me. Yeah. What is your concern? Why the fuck did you tell me you murked these people?
To get less time?
That's a good point. Give me a sec. Let me send you up and let me get things sorted. All right. We're starting at 3-3,
Yeah, all right.
and let me see what I can do to bring it down. All right.
Yeah, all right.
All right. Okay. Let me see. Just wait right here.
Yeah, I'm right.
Send him up on a 24-hour hold, and then we'll work on the plea deal.
Okay.
Awesome. Wait right here, Bean. Yeah, otherwise he's going to get spooked.
Who, me?
Mm-hmm.
Is he this way?
Yeah. He wants, I said like 3-3, and he wants less because he has been cooperative. So we just need to find a way to convey that without, a report that's like, so-and-so did X, Y, and Z.
Why the rats here?
She was the one that processed you yesterday. So,
All right.
yeah. Okay. So here's what's going to happen, right?
Creatures, actually.
You're going to be sent up for a
It's not
24-hour hold. Any time you spend in there is going to be a part of whatever the sentencing is. We're going to go cook to find a means by which we can take your cooperation, ensure it's behind lock and key, such that the signer, the judge that signs it, knows that it is for their eyes only. Openly, there is still a justice that exists that has seen some things revolving around your cooperation in the past. And if that relationship still exists, because there's a whole new system in place, we'll go through that route. That way you can spend less time in there. Is there anything that you need to do, etc., before we send you?
I'm good. Please
Okay.
help me, brother, because I help you.
Yeah, well, in future, please let me know when you're doing something like this.
Yeah.
Brian, for the report number, should I do it as the one you just made?
Yes. So what I'm going to do is that this report is going to turn classified.
Okay.
We'll have, we'll get it written up and we'll see if we can find a way to get this, on the docket with a redacted supplementary report. So,
Okay. 24 hours, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Lang, you are going up for a 24-hour hold for murder.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
This is some bullshit.
Not good.
What, you, motherfucker, you think you can walk? You know what I mean?
Fuck yeah, I can walk. See
That's
murderers
crazy.
walk every day out of the PD.
Like who?
What do you mean, the entire department?
Oh, yeah, that's true. Let's try to use the right departments. BCSO is pretty locked in.
All right. Anything else you need to do before I send them up?
No, that should be all, and then we'll get cooking on the paperwork.
Okay.
I'll be in touch with DOC for when we're done. We got everything ready. All right.
All right. Are you ready, Lang?
Yeah.
All right. Local DOC is going to come get you. You'll be up there for 24 hours, all right?
Thank you.
All right. Stay safe up there.
Hey, I was gonna say we could keep him here.
Too late.
We need to be obviously sensitive about this, otherwise he's gonna get fucking murked. Because, listen, I saw some of the energy that some of the besties are at, like, you know, and you know, they're not really running off logic, if that makes sense.